The shopkeeper hands the customer a pack of cookies and says cheerfully, "Handsome guy, here are your cookies." Just as the young man is about to take them, a girl suddenly runs up, snatches the cookies, and takes off. The shopkeeper chases after her, shouting angrily, "My cookies! Hey, you rude girl, stop, don't run!" The young man catches up to her and says firmly, "Give me my cookies back." The girl struggles to break free. At the same park, a man is searching for a lost bag with his mother. His mother says urgently, "Let's go over there. It looks like people are fighting." The girl says defensively, "I only took 2 cookies. I already paid you." The young man says angrily, "Oh, really? You're still arguing? I'm calling the police right now." The man walks over and asks calmly, "What happened?" The shopkeeper says angrily, "She stole $50 worth of my cookies." The man hands the shopkeeper $100 and says calmly, "Here, take this and let her go. You can keep the change." The shopkeeper warns sternly, "Next time, think twice before taking someone else's property." The man picks up a file that had fallen to the ground and hands it to the girl. The girl says gratefully, "Thank you." The man replies warmly, "You're welcome. By the way, is this bag yours?" The girl says politely, "No. A friend's mother passed through here earlier. She accidentally left this bag behind." The man says calmly, "Actually, this bag belongs to me. Please give it to me." The girl starts to hand it over, but then pauses and says cautiously, "If this really is your bag, prove it." The man says confidently, "It has $500,000 in cash and 2 bank cards inside." The girl opens the bag, checks everything, smiles, hands it back, and says happily, "Here you go. It really is your bag." The man asks curiously, "Can I ask you something? Is this university admission letter yours too?" The girl says honestly, "Yes, it's mine." The man asks gently, "Then why aren't you going to such a great university?" The girl says sadly, "What's the point of getting admitted if I can't attend? To be honest, my grandmother has raised me since I was a child. Now she's seriously sick and bedridden. Our family's financial situation won't allow me to continue my education. Every day I collect scraps so I can earn money for my grandmother's medical treatment." The man says encouragingly, "Don't think that way. You worked hard to earn admission to such an amazing university. If you give up your education, your grandmother will be heartbroken. Always remember, education is the only thing that can truly change a person's future. This admission letter is the key to your future." The man says politely, "I'm a little thirsty. Could you buy me a bottle of water?" The girl says respectfully, "Yes, big brother. I'll be right back." The man only sends her away because he wants to help her. While she's gone, he quietly slips a large amount of cash, a letter, and a necklace into her bag. When the girl returns with the bottle of water, she sees that the man is no longer there. She opens her bag, finds the money, and reads the letter, which says, "Look, an empty bottle has almost no value. Fill it with milk and it becomes more valuable. But if you fill it with knowledge, its value becomes impossible to measure. The admission letter in your hands is proof of your courage and your bright future. Please accept all of this as my gift to you. May God bless you with good fortune for the rest of your life." The girl smiles happily and leaves. Sometime later, the same man is working as a construction laborer. A manager walks by and asks curiously, "Everyone else has already gone home. Why are you still working?" The man says honestly, "The foreman told me that if I finish today's work, I'd earn extra pay. That's why I'm working overtime." The manager says kindly, "All right, take care of yourself." The manager suddenly notices the necklace around the man's neck and thinks to himself, "That necklace? It looks exactly like the one our boss has. Could this be the person she's been searching for?" Overjoyed, he runs to his boss and says excitedly, "I found him. Boss, I found the man." The boss asks eagerly, "What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?" The manager replies confidently, "The man you told me to look for, the one with the necklace." The boss asks excitedly, "He really has the same necklace? Where is it? Take me to him right away." Before they arrive, the man receives a call from the hospital. The doctor says seriously, "Your patient's hospital bill has been overdue for the past 15 days. Please pay it as soon as possible." The man says politely, "Doctor, please give me just 2 more days. I'll pay the entire amount." The doctor says firmly, "Please make sure it's paid by next week." The man replies gratefully, "Thank you very much, doctor." The boss, standing nearby, overhears the entire conversation and thinks to herself, "After all these years, how did his life end up like this?" She then turns to the manager and says firmly, "Go do what I asked you to do and bring it here immediately." The boss walks up to the man and asks gently, "Handsome, do you recognize me?" The man says calmly, "No. Have we met before?" The boss says emotionally, 6 years ago you helped a poor college student. You gave her $500,000 and this necklace. That girl was me." The man looks at his necklace and says thoughtfully, "Oh, now I remember. It's been so many years, that's why I didn't recognize you." The boss says gratefully, "If you hadn't helped me that day, I would never be where I am today. But what happened to your life?" The man says sadly, "My mother is seriously ill. I'm responsible for all of her medical expenses." The boss says sincerely, "I've been searching for you for years. I finally found you today. Now it's my turn to repay your kindness." The man says humbly, "There's no need for that. Anyone in my position would have done the same." The boss asks gently, "Can I ask you something? Are you still single?" The man replies sadly, "Yes, who would want to marry a construction worker like me?" Just then, the manager walks over and says respectfully, "Boss, here's the $1 million, and here are the ownership papers for the villa." The boss takes everything from the manager, tells him to leave, then turns to the man and says sincerely, "Handsome, if you hadn't helped me that day, I wouldn't have anything I have today. From this moment on, all of this belongs to you." The man says firmly, "No, I can't accept any of this. I never helped you expecting anything in return." The boss says earnestly, "You have to accept it. A good deed is never wasted. From today on, I'll take full responsibility for your mother's medical expenses. And, there's something else I want to ask you." The boss says softly, "You're single, and so am I. Will you marry me?" The man says nervously, "How could that be possible? I'm just a construction worker. I'm not worthy of you." The boss says lovingly, "To me, no one is better than you. Our lives became connected years ago. Please don't say no anymore. I want to spend the rest of my life with a man who changed my future." If this story touched your heart, let us know what you would have done in the comments and subscribe for more heartwarming stories.